This is multi from, what was it again? Denmark? I keep forgetting. Anyway, here's the game, guys. Casters, take it away.
Okay,
All
nice.
right. I think, yeah, it's
first.
okay. I'll go first. In the top left, well, we have the purple Protoss. Currently without a team, I suppose. He's LeoN.
Here in the bottom left, for some good PvP action, we have Fovo GG Multi from
Yes.
Sweden.
PvP indeed. Our first one of the night.
Nice. I hear many people say that PvP is the best mirror matchup, but that's up for debate, of course.
Yeah, I don't think TVT is all that bad. TVT may be a bit predictable, but we shall see, I suppose. I guess in the meantime, we also kind of want to keep an eye on our on many of the aspects of the other game, like the broadcast part. See if we can still pick up the lag or the distortions that we hear. Regardless, very similar build from both players so far. Not a big surprise, of course. It is still early in the game. But we do see that LeoN gets a nice early scout off. If Multi is quick on his feet, he might actually realize that this might mean his opponent is on top left, and actually he's going to go there himself, so he's going to get a quick scout off as well.
Is that because of the timing, Jeroen, or because of the angle?
Because it's so early, and the angle, it's both really. It's really early, and it's coming in from the top left of the map, so it kind of gives away from which direction he was going. But I think Multi had actually picked the correct direction from the get-go.
Okay, so far the openings are exactly the same, it's just spot on. But that's basically the thing with PvP lately, is always going for like 2 fast gateways, and then maybe expand or maybe into a Robo or Twilight for some early pressure.
Yeah, double gate seems to be a bit of a standard bread and butter these days with the inclusion of lots of adepts and stalkers. Of course, stalkers and adepts are very agile units in their own ways. Stalkers, of course, can get the blink ability, but you know that adepts have the ability to basically blink all over the place right from the get-go.
Okay, so here we have a deviation. Like LeoN is going for double adept, while Multi is going for double stalker. So what LeoN will be trying to do is try to get some probes with the adepts, but if Multi is on point, you will probably intercept the adepts with the stalkers.
Yeah, and let's be honest, at this point the only part where the adepts can actually hit is simply the mineral line of Multi. So all he really has to do is try and defend that. He's actually exchanging a bit of fire between the two. Significant damage being
going
incurred.
down already.
Yeah. So that actually makes this upcoming attack a lot harder for LeoN, and he might actually not commit to anything at all. In fact, both players already started their second Nexus, and LeoN isn't actually making any units. He's adding on a Stargate.
So I think LeoN is trying to be the aggressor. He's like trying to put on a lot of pressure with the Stargate. He might go into Oracle or Phoenix maybe, and try to shave off some probes of Multi. Meanwhile, Multi is going for the Robo, so that's a very safe option also.
Yeah, Robo is still definitely the safest option you have in PvP, simply because it allows you mobile detection against TTs. But here we go, almost shades in, but decides to juke out and maybe get these adepts out of the way. For now, I don't think he's going to be all that more aggressive with his ground units, but he might add on an Oracle. No, he's going to go for Phoenix. All right, so this game is definitely... Yeah, so I guess this game is definitely going to slow down here for a bit, while both players work on their economy, which is very, very, very similar for both players. And yeah, their tech choices should deviate a bit more.
Yeah, Multi I think a Ford, so he might be going for those early upgrades. So it's quite greedy, but since the game is like kind of slowed down, it's a very good option now, I think. And he's also going for a Warp Prism, so he might be going for like some Adept Orbs or something like that.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. Warp Prism being an unexpected choice at this stage. He doesn't
know that they are Phoenix yet, of course, so it might be a bad choice to go for it now.
Yeah,
but he doesn't know.
Yeah, these Phoenixes so far not doing anything, but the power of surprise is of course very strong in a tech-heavy matchup like PvP. If you can catch your opponent off guard with units he doesn't even know are out on the map, things can get nasty. For now,
adepts. Oh, he shaded him with some adepts.
Yeah, he put 2 adepts in the Warp Prism. And there is a good
Only
defense
got
at
one probe.
both bases. Like the Phoenixes are there, their Stark is at the natural. This should not really do all that much damage. Oh, except if LeoN decides to move out of range. Here comes the Warp Prism. We're gonna drop 2 of these Adepts, takes out 1 probe, 2 probes, and picks them
Here
up like
comes
it's
the
no.
Phoenix, and now Multi knows that there are Phoenix on the map, and he will lose Warp Prism with... Oh, he doesn't lose that depth, so that's something.
He
But
loses
one
one.
gets
He needs
picked
to
off.
pick up the second one if he wants to get it, but I guess he's not going to.
This one shaves right into a couple of Stalkers.
Oh, so he doesn't even have to waste energy on this.
What happens if an Adept gets lifted by a Phoenix while it's shading, and then the shade finishes? Does the Adept disappear from the Phoenix Graviton beam?
I think it
I read
cancels the
about this
shade.
one. I'm not sure. I think the shade finished, but I don't
No,
remember.
I think it cancels the shade if you pick up the Adept.
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure. I think I just saw an Adept getting picked up while it was shading, and the shade didn't disappear right away.
Maybe he was able to shade.
Maybe mistaken though.
All right. So with these Phoenixes, LeoN has taken map control. He's got 5 of them, and there's not that many Stalkers, so this might actually get quite scary. He might be able to pick off a sentry if Multi isn't paying attention. Both players are actually adding on a third. We see Multi upgrading Resonating Glaze, and he's already upgrading +2 ground weapons. This
Yes,
might
that's
actually
the thing
be...
that Multi has going for him. He has +2 on the way already. His Resonating Glaves is earlier too. He's going for the
Motion
for
4?
Archives.
Yeah, it's gonna lose the motion 4.
Oh,
No!
that was close.
Ooh, that
Yeah,
was
he's going
really
for the
close.
Templar Archives, so he will be going for some Templar for some feedbacks maybe, or just going into Archons and going for a push. And while they're both have
Oh,
a
the probes. Oh, it's gonna lose 1 probe. It's actually not all that bad.
Multi's
But-
third base is up already, while LeoN is a bit behind, but not too
Yeah.
much.
But how much longer is it going to be up actually? He picks up 4 of the sentries. He's going to kill so many of them.
Oh, that
Which
is
is
so
worse. And he's killing so much of Multi's army here. This is actually going to get really scary. More warpins back in the base. There's no the Motion Core is actually still alive, and he does have enough energy for a photon overcharge.
Yeah, but
And
of
he does
course,
take it out.
Multi's stack is all on the way already, but LeoN has the advantage
timing,
probes,
it's
and
quite
he's pulling the
close.
probes. Will it be enough? I don't think so. I think LeoN just rolls over Multi here.
Oh, such a great timing here. Full props are being pulled back because the Adapts and Stalkers are just slaughtering them. Reinforcements on the way from LeoN, who does not have a forward pylon. Is he actually going to commit? Is he just going to stack on the production? Yeah, he needs to focus on the Archons for sure. If that finishes, it's going to do a lot of damage to the Adepts and Stalkers, and it does finish, but it does... it doesn't kill it, but you can pick up the Archon. Okay, there it goes. There's still so much economy here for Multi. He's got so many probes. I mean, not as much as LeoN does at this point. But there's gonna have to be more reinforcements for LeoN. Third is actually still mining for Multi. Damage is being done.
Not
Oh,
only
that's
Immortal
Mortal.
out, but I don't think it will be enough.
Okay, are these Stalkers enough? Needs to pick up the Immortal, gets it. Shield's being hardened, and he's trying to DPS it down as quick as he can, but he might lose a Phoenix here. No, just micros just back in time. Archon pops once again. Stalkers are falling to these Zealots because he's not microing them, and LeoN's stack seems to be falling apart.
Multi falls just barely there.
Yeah, but he takes a lot of economic damage. In fact, his third is still unprotected, and LeoN he actually realizes this. He's just gonna go for blood.
And there are the reinforcements. He's one Immortal of his own and a couple
Come
more
on, he's not
Stalkers.
microing. He could have killed so many of them. Oh, actually, Multi part of his army is actually out on the map unnecessarily. Yeah, this could actually just kill his third base, and that's gonna give LeoN such a huge economic advantage. He had one already. This is only just gonna make it bigger.
It was just so well done by LeoN. He just pushed at the exact right time before all the tech kicked in. Just
Yeah, that
really
timing
great
was just
timing by
impeccable.
him.
And he's out on the Void Ray, to kill off some units faster. He's still gonna have to micro very carefully. He needs to pick up the Immortal, kill it as fast as possible. Oh, he takes on 1 Archon for free. That's huge. Alright, bit of back and forth posturing here. LeoN not feeling quite ready to commit, and let's be honest, he doesn't have to commit here. He's on such an economic advantage.
He's one base ahead. He has more army. Just commit.
Oh, here comes the pickup. Stalker's not
Multi
being
has
microed all that well. There's no blink for them at all, and they do take a lot of damage here. The Immortal's still alive, and this definitely was a botched attack. In fact, this might be a very scary counter-attack, but he does not decide to shade in, which gives LeoN a lot of space here to, to go back up in his army. I think this is the first Forge actually being added on for LeoN. So that +2 attack for Multi was definitely doing a lot of work and definitely kept him alive. Damn. All right, good job by Multi for holding, but can he actually recover from all the damage he took?
I think he might go for an all-in now because he doesn't really have another base, but he has a good army for this. So
He's moving a probe. He's going to build another Nexus. So I think he might be trying
yeah,
to
there it
sort of
is,
bank on this upgrade advantage, but he's so far down in the unit and the work account. I wonder if it's going to be worth the effort.
Yeah, LeoN almost has twice his supply. That's just such a big difference. He's trying to shade in some of the depths to LeoN's natural, but don't get far enough, so they just get picked up for free.
Absolutely wrecked. All right, +1 attack now being chrono lifted out for LeoN. He's adding on a second fortress as well. So he's just trying to gear up one big push, maybe max out, maybe go at like 180 supply when you get a nice upgrade timing.
Yeah, he has no reason to attack until he's maxed out basically, so because he's already ahead anyway.
Yeah, he spotted the third base, and I think that's just directly where he's going to go. He needs to get a good position though, not trickle in one by one. But these Immortals and these Void Rays are definitely going to wreak havoc on on the Stalkers and the Archons of Multi. The only thing he really has going for him is of course the bonus damage on those deaths. They will kill LeoN so much faster. Here comes the fight. Not a good
will the Void Rays win of damage first?
Yeah,
only
so
that one
more
Immortal, and he does have good position, Multi. So there it goes. LeoN takes a 1-0.
Well played there by LeoN. I have to say that attack timing just won in the game straight up there. Well, not straight up, but very, very quickly. And impressive play again by LeoN.
Upgrades kept Multi alive for quite long, but it was not enough.
Yeah. All right. And I don't think we're done yet with this match so far. It is a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen. So this is going to be some awesome stuff.
Most definitely. I gotta say, I'm surprised with LeoN's performance. I haven't seen him play for a long, long time. Of course, I know his name again. I got a vague memory of him playing for Lowland Lions, but I'm not sure if I've seen him play since. And now he's back, and he's 1 win away from qualifying for this year's DSCL Open. So that's pretty intense.
So well.
Yeah, I love it.
Got some more followers, by the way. Thank you for following us. Humble Hexagon, XR First Time Player, Max Damage 007, Watching Awesome Stream, Tweedledum, and also Any Sight Bit. Really cool for you guys to follow us. Unfortunately, we had some frame drops a while ago, but right now everything seems fine once again. So we're currently watching the semi-final of the first DSCL Open qualifier. It's LeoN versus Multi. And we have another semi-final being played right now or played right after this. I hope we're going to catch at least one game of that semi-final as well. Again, both finalists qualify for this year's DSCL Open, so we're not going to cast the finals. That'd be a futile exercise. We're not even going to play it, actually, so it's not like we're playing it but not casting it. Once we get to the qualified stage, we're going to stop playing. And our next qualifier, for those of you who unfortunately dropped out of the bracket tonight, is Wednesday next week. So we're alternating between Mondays and Wednesdays. Wednesday, the 14th of September, is our next qualifier. Go ahead and sign up. Ask your friends. As always, it's free to play, and anyone is welcome to play as long as you're able to come to the finals in case you make it that far, right?
Yep.
And that's just about it. DSCL Open. That's our format.
I wonder if anyone really realized that he made he made Void Rays in 1. Like, who makes Void Rays in PvP, right?
Yeah, that doesn't happen that often, but he was ahead and he had the money for it anyway.
Yeah, you just had to make units, like go
Yeah.
make units and kill stuff. Let's see.
As we're getting a lobby, let's see what the next map is. It's going to be Frozen Temple. So after just having played Frost, we're going to go into another chilly map, Frozen Temple this time.
I was almost afraid I was going to be left out of the game, guys. All right.
Frozen Temple can be very interesting in PvP because the close burst distance can be, make sure that it can be such a dynamic game basically.
Yeah, it's short burst distance. It allows for cheeky things like proxies and stuff to happen in a matchup like PvP.
Exactly.
So I'm kind of looking forward to this, and I'll be honest here. I'm kind of rooting for LeoN. Kind of want to see him do well because I haven't seen him play for so long. So I really hope he lives up to his performance from earlier in the day, where beating Lilikanen is definitely not a small feat.
Indeed.
I'm definitely up for a winner's interview after, if that's a possibility.
Good idea. I'm gonna have to ask the admins for that. Maybe they're listening. Go ahead and ask for those players. Skype. Setting the score, opening production tab, jumping into the game right now. Guys, it's all yours. Go ahead.
All right. We have in the top left of Frozen Temple, we have the green Protoss. He is multi.
Here in the bottom right, we have LeoN.
Yes.
So yeah.
Already up 1-0, so if he wins this, he qualifies. So
You can feel the tension in the air.
Let's be honest. Has it ever been this easy to qualify for a cool offline event? Just win one qualifier, get to the semifinals. You don't even have to win it.
Wait. I have to, if you qualify, then you're qualified for the main tournament, which of course has an online stage first. So you have to go through the online groups. Only if you're top 2 of your group of 4 players, then you get to go to the offline finals.
All right, thank you for correcting me there, Philfish.
So not easy enough.
Not easy enough. And of course, you may be grouped up with players like Hearthstone and Thermal, or some of the winners of this year's Crafting Stars Series finals, which include Optimus, who's really on a killing spree recently, and
He's been playing very well lately.
And Rainman 2, who's also been playing very well recently, actually beating Fear in one of the CSS finals matches.
Dude, that guy is a legend at this point. Like, he's been playing StarCraft 2 since I don't know how long, and just been top performing at so many lands and tournaments like the DSCL. Of course, this is one thing that came by when Thermal joined Team Liquid, was the fact that he one of the first tournaments I believe they both participated in was an ESWC qualifier in 2011, and they showed this interesting picture that they took at the qualifier. And yeah, I'm not sure if Rainman was there at the time, but it was this really almost nostalgic moment at this point, looking back into it, because they were both like, just kids. They were good at StarCraft, but not established by any means, so they were just, kids. So that's always a nice throwback to see.
That's something interesting that I learned at the community summit in America during the past month. I went to California for the community summit, and they showed us some data. And what really stood out to me is the average age of the StarCraft player, or even the age distribution. Apparently, it's only very, very little players in the ages of 13 to 18 playing the game right now. But of the pro players, the average age is a lot lower than those of the average general player of StarCraft.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised at all, actually. I mean, I don't have to really tell you this, Frank, but at a younger age, oh wow, he actually attacked his own Nexus for one shot. That's actually a big deal, because he missed a shot on the Adept. But yeah, at a younger age, it's much easier to learn things, not just facts and languages and stuff, but repetitive motor skills, such things as muscle memory, by playing from your memory. That all those things go much easier at a younger age. So playing StarCraft requires less thought, it seems.
Okay, so meanwhile at the game, we have basically a repeat of last game. There's still a game played, guys. Go on. LeoN is going to Stargate again, while Multi is going again for his Robo. So it's basically a repeat of last game. And LeoN is playing with some stocks here and forced to overcharge and pulls back.
Indeed. Bit of pressure there. LeoN
and this time he's going for an Oracle. Not direct into Phoenix, so he might try to surprise Multi with this.
Alright, so it's some classic Stalker versus Stalker, and Multi seems to have defended successfully, having 5 Stalkers against 4 of LeoN. But yeah, if we look at actually what has died so far, it does seem that Multi is slightly coming out ahead of this. He has more workers, he has slightly bigger army. So LeoN is going to have to come up with something, and that something seems to be an Immortal, as well as a Warp Prism. Wait, you guys still there?
Oh yes, sure.
Okay, I was kind of scared for a second.
No, you said multi is going for him. Wait, no. LeoN is going for an immortal warpism, but what's multi you mean?
Yeah. Oh, wait, there's an oracle flying into the base.
Indeed.
There is a pylon there and a mothership core with adequate defenses. So he can maybe
How many will
snipe
he
1,
get?
2, 3. Oh, he could have sniped 3 easily, but he
Indeed.
kind of miscontrolled there for a bit.
Still 2 kills, it's something. Meanwhile, he's pressing with stocks at the front, which he almost got killed by, so...
Yeah, he killed
Needs to be
one
careful
stalker
there.
died, but I'm not sure whose stalker it was.
I think it was LeoN Stalker, I think.
Alright, well, that sucks. Yeah, now the warp prism for multi is out on the map. He's actually just almost gonna fly by this observer, but they won't be able to spot each other. But yeah, this could get a bit scary. Maybe this probe will actually spot it. Let's take a look at the
Meanwhile,
vision
LeoN
of
is adding another Stargate, by the way. He's going double Phoenix, I think.
Yeah, he hasn't spotted the warp prism so far. It flew by on his vision. And you should be able to see it. He sees the adepts. There's actually no defensive pylon really in range here. That makes it easy to defend, but there's actually 2 phoenixes, which will definitely help in fending off this warp prism. Prioritizing the warp prism over the adepts, because he can just let the probes hug the pylon while he takes out the warp prism.
He's
Yeah.
getting quite a few probes from this, though. He's already has 6 probe kills, I think.
Yeah, this always frustrates me to see adepts seemingly get 3 shots here on probes, but they will finally die. But this was a really good move here by Multi. You know, he did a lot of damage to the economy. He's up ahead like 9 probes. Good job. Not being sarcastic or anything. All right, so one thing that LeoN does have going for him is the third base. His is going to be finished quite a bit earlier. But the scary thing is, if you're focusing that much on your economy, trying to catch up, you might just get hit by a timing, from your opponent. Nice revelation there on the army of Multi, allows LeoN to see what his opponent has. Once again, LeoN actually going for a heavily Phoenix-based composition.
Yeah, and this time with 2 Stargates, so it's gonna be quite a lot of Phoenix there. Meanwhile, Multi is going with this fast upgrades again, so that might be something good for him, but he doesn't have a lot of anti-air, so
Yeah.
Phoenix have free reign basically.
Like, this Immortal is going to get taken out of the fight so quickly, and these sentries probably won't have a lot to say either. And at that point, it's just adepts and these stalkers when you control properly.
And here goes
Oh,
lift up on
nice
the
catch!
Immortal.
Goes right into the Immortal. Force fields don't do all that much here against the stalkers. More Phoenixes flying in. Photon overcharge takes out the Oracle for no apparent reason. Now some stalkers flying, but they get lifted immediately. The
Oh,
adepts,
he
they
goes
seem
for
to be a
the
bit
Immortal.
too strong. It's a pretty close fight. He can actually move in on the third now. What area should he focus on? Should he just go kill probes? Oh, he can pick up that Immortal for free. That's gonna be huge.
Oh, and Multi's pulling the pros. He's feeling the danger here. He's taken out a couple of stocks, but will it be enough? Like, the Immortal's still out of the fight because of the liftoffs, but
I don't think this is a fight that LeoN can really win. He's just focused on doing as much damage as possible. Try to save his Phoenix. Try
and
to
Multi
save some of his stalkers.
hold.
Yeah, good hold, but definitely a nice
He
blow
took some
there by
probe
Le-
damage, but
Yeah.
the hold was okay.
Yeah, the hold was good, definitely, but I think LeoN executed that quite well. He might actually be going for a second time just to make sure he gets the kill on an Immortal.
Pick up
Good job.
the Immortal.
So many Phoenixes, once again, they don't seem to be dying all that much. But this fight doesn't seem to be doing all that much for LeoN. Of course, the Phoenixes are killing stuff left and right, but once there's still too many stalkers, he's gonna lose Phoenixes. And now he has to retreat. Not a very good fight here, even though he picked up the Immortal.
I think he should have pulled back like after he picked up the Immortal, because his ground armor was so little, so it was a bit dangerous to fight there.
Oh man, that's a bit of a... Yeah, that was not optimal for LeoN, but I do like the fact that he's managed to push himself back into the game. Composition-wise, these Phoenixes, when controlled well, are just really scary. The answer from this from Multi seems to be going to more Archon-focused composition, since you obviously cannot pick those up. And
I
he
think
is...
it's the right call, because
Yeah, I agree.
because the ground armor is just so little, but the Phoenix are the only problem at the moment. And with all these Stalkers and couple of Archons, they just can't do anything. They are useless supply basically.
Yeah, what I'm really worried about when it comes to LeoN's side of the game is the fact that he's only just constructing his... Well, he's actually going double forge to try and play the catch-up game, because pretty soon Multi is going to have double
This is
upgrade.
something that like just shave
Yeah.
off some probes here and there.
Yeah,
So
just
that's
don't
really good to do.
just don't give a hoot and just fly. Actually, he could have kill much more. Oh, why is he throwing his Immortal away? That's such a huge mistake by LeoN. Wow, that Immortal would have made such a big
And that
difference.
triggered the move out basically.
Yeah, that's gonna trigger the move out. He's got two options. He can either try to fly back in and kill more probes, but he's not gonna do that. He's gonna have to defend and hold. And look at LeoN's actual ground army. It's not exactly
so
big.
Little. It's not a lot. And meanwhile, Multi's army is just so scary with all those Archons and those Stalkers, and he has a couple of Sentries too.
What's even worse is the fact that the force fields against Archons are just going to be completely useless. He's got a nice arc, and he can pick up a lot of Stalkers, but that's just going to be it. He's just going to shade on top of this army, along with the Archons. Phoenix is not even part of the fight, he needs to do something. Oh man, this is not looking all that good for LeoN. He pops the Photon Overcharge, but it doesn't do all that much.
Void Rays though.
Yeah, these Void Rays are definitely helping.
Damage.
He needs to focus the Archons.
Enough.
The Phoenixes are getting
down.
killed, but he's picking up all the Stalkers as they spawn again. Fight is, well, it was starting to be close, but there's just too much powerful Stalkers from Multi, and it looks like he's breaking through.
Left still.
Yeah, he just cannot do anything against these Archons. It's such
a Void Rays, and the Phoenix are useless now because they get just lived.
Oh, and they get obliterated flying over the Archons. Not a good move here. Well, two more Void Rays pop out, but I'm not sure if these Archons. Oh, never mind.
Oh shit,
Phoenix. Oh, the humanity. Well, the Protoss. I'm not sure, and yeah, that's GG. Well played by Multi, adapting to the strategy there from
tying up the
LeoN.
series there.
Definitely tying it up.
Wow, my God, I couldn't help but exhaling forcefully when I saw all those Phoenixes blow up just one time.
Phoenix.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was rough for LeoN, but definitely a great game here to watch. Lots of technical play, good decisions. Love it.
He was trying to focus down the Warpism, but yeah, that was the death of those Phoenix. So we got the 1-1 here, which makes it exciting for us. We get another game.
Indeed, our first series being tied at 1-1. So next game going to be decider match. I'm gonna take a quick gander at the brackets. Of course, I don't think the other semifinals will have finished by now, but no, so there's nothing there. But I'm gonna ask the admins on an update on the other semifinals.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that's going is, of course, because that's my teammate Marshman. See if he will be able to qualify over Revolution.
Yeah, it's quite interesting to see what's going on the other side of the bracket. Let me take a gander as well, because the more games, the better.
Yeah, actually, I just got an update that the other semi-final is currently ready and on hold to be played after this semi-final. So it's going to be cool. We're going to see the other qualifying match as well.
Oh, nice. It's probably going to be a good series. Revolution was playing really great in that CVZ, so I wonder how his PVZ is.
Mm-hmm. God, I think I'm going to play another Hot Dad song in between the two semi-finals.
Alright.
But good warning for people to mute their stream at the right time.
Alright, we've got an invite to a game on King Sejong Station.
I thought we were actually playing another Hot Dad song.
Oh no, we're going to do it after the match, not in between the games.
Alright. Oh, so we're waiting. Are we holding the next series for this?
Yeah, the next series, as far as I can understand it right now, is being held until we're ready with this semifinals. We're going to see the whole next semifinal as well.
All right.
Nice.
All right, got both players in the lobby. Yeah, everyone's here. That's really cool.
See if the players are ready to go. I'm excited for this match. But they're basically very even after those two matches. So I wonder who's going to win this.
Yeah, this is looking pretty tight already.
Indeed.
LeoN is also ready, so we can go.
Yes, here we go. Good luck and have fun, both players. Looking forward to this final game of the series. After this, we'll have our first qualified player for the DSCL Open. Of course, after Harsam and Euthermal, who got a free seed, and after Optimus and Rainman, who've already qualified through the CSS finals. But again, this is going to be the first player going through an online open bracket. and
Indeed.
qualifying. All right, let me set the score here. Jumping into the game right now, guys. Take it away for the final game of this series.
Alright, here in the top left of King Sejong Station, we have the purple Protoss. He is LeoN.
Here in the bottom right of Kimseo Station, we have Multi for Fofo GG.
Is it Fofo GG or Fofo G?
I'm actually not sure.
That's a good question.
There's a single
indeed.
G there.
Yeah, but how do I come with Fofo GG then? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Never mind. Might be going crazy. Too many games.
Alright, so yeah, the question is LeoN gonna go Phoenixes again? That's basically
Indeed.
the.
If you go in that every game, but last time he went 2 Stargate Phoenixes, which worked for a while, but I think he overdid it on a certain point.
Yeah, it's also the +2 attack, of course, from Multi that he really likes. That gets really scary at some point, because you got so much, DPS coming out that just Phoenixes lifting won't be enough, especially against Archons. Those were just, the wrecking balls of the Protoss army in the previous game. I really hope LeoN will be able to deal with it.
Although I do think that Phoenixes are a good choice in this map though, because there's are a lot of cliffs and rocks in the way and such, so Phoenix can do really great here.
Yeah, it's Phoenixes in general, good unit, but if you play best of 3 and you overdo, you play too repetitive, a smart opponent will be able to counter your style and just outplay you.
And Multi was ready for the Phoenix eventually, because he just transitioned into Archon so fast, so he knew it was coming eventually.
Yep. So this time LeoN actually going for double adept as well as Multi.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, he preferred Stalker in the previous couple of games. Not entirely sure why. Maybe because he was opening gas heavy anyway. Not entirely sure. Then play Protoss. But we have a very similar build from both players at this stage. King Sejong, with the inaccessible areas in the middle, makes for a pretty decent Phoenix map, but it's definitely not the best. So it's not surprising to go see both players go for adepts. Also because there is only really one viable route to your opponent's base.
And
But
they
that's
will
who go
pass
past
each other
each other.
by.
Yeah.
ships in the
All
night.
right. There's one viable route, but there's 2 ways to take it. Let's put it that way.
So the thing here is like LeoN will have his stocks already out, so he will be more ready for the depths. So
Yeah, speaking of which, here come his adepts already. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Multi's actually not going to get anything done here. And here
No,
come
he
the
was ready
adepts of LeoN. There's one stalker out. There's one. Yeah, there's
he
actually
has
some really good
violence in
pilot
the right place.
position.
So
Yeah.
it's one probe.
Oh, he missed position. Oh wait, I don't actually think his adept can get away from there. That's quite a problem. So
Yeah,
he's
if
not
he
going to
gets
get all
one
that much
probe,
done as well. Let's see, how much did he kill?
4 probes.
Yeah, there's actually a sizable lead for him, and the fact that they're both going for an early expansion really makes the difference here. So I guess that exchange, on one hand, was good for LeoN, but he slightly delayed his Nexus, so that's actually going to play a factor here as
And
well.
he's lost his adepts, while Multi still has both adepts standing around.
Oh, right.
You can
Yeah.
shade him in later probably.
Well, look at how much gas Multi has. Like he's going for a
400
robo
gas.
facility, but it's gone up to 400 gas. What's he gonna? Okay, no,
Ah,
it's
sentries.
something.
He did this
Sure.
last game too, where you warped in 2 sentries. I think I quite like this move actually, because it gives you a lot of defensive potential. Eventually you can just hallucinate a Phoenix to scout your opponent.
Yeah, they didn't seem to do all that much, but I guess the thing with sentries is that they are good with their potential energy, not the actual heat that they put out.
And LeoN has an Oracle out now, so you'll be trying to do some damage with that.
Yeah.
And going straight back into Phoenix again, but this time he has a Robo on the way quick. So probably not going to be double Stargate Phoenix.
Phoenixes. Who would have seen that coming? Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting game for sure. Oracle flies in.
Gets 4 kills, so that's
It's
quite
quite
nice.
nice. All right, really thinking the same thing there. I like how LeoN is this time quite quick with adding on the Immortals. Immortals in general are just a really good, ground unit. They are somewhat able to go toe to toe with Archons and most other Protoss ground units. So definitely a good, addition to the Protoss army. But he really should not forget the meat and potatoes, which is usually Adepts or potentially Stalkers. So if he can just, keep multi in his base, maybe poke around a bit with the Oracle like he's currently doing. He can definitely be in good shape.
Meanwhile, Multi is going for his quick upgrades again. He just likes to do this every game. I think it's
Yeah.
quite well because, it just gives him that ground army advantage over.
Yeah.
Over
Maybe
Leon
if you look
a
at the first game, he was sort of punished by it because of the timing from LeoN.
Indeed.
But at the same time, he did so much damage and managed to actually survive, even though he ended up losing the game. LeoN actually, they both went for third at almost the same time.
Yeah,
Except-
almost exactly the same time.
Yeah.
Also because Multi had his observer over the third location, so he knew exactly when that was going down.
LeoN seems to be scouting around for a Warp Prism. It does not seem to be the case. He knew there was an observer somewhere, so checking for a Warp Prism makes sense completely. Double Forge now being added on for LeoN. He seems to be catching up in the upgrade game. I think that's a good decision. But he's kind of spreading his tech choices quite thin, I'd say. He's going both Robotech as well as adding on Phoenixes. He hasn't added on a Phoenix in a while though. He's stuck to 4 Phoenixes, using them defensively for now. So I think he just wants to go for a stronger unit composition and try to win with that instead of just using Phoenixes.
Oracle is just finding sometimes getting a few probes more. Already has 8 kills, so Oracle definitely has paid for himself by now.
Nice job by him there, for sure. Yeah, this is a bit of, I wouldn't say a completely passive game, but we do have a lot more poking and scouting around. I mean, Multi has a complete read on LeoN at this point, and I kind of want to see what his response is going to be. He opted to go for Blink Stalkers, which is, usually quite good against Phoenixes because they can chase as well as dodge them if need be. But against the Robotech of LeoN, it might be a bit of a different choice. There's only 2 Immortals, so this is definitely the upgrade stage from the looks of it.
The Oracle finally goes down, so it can't be annoying anymore.
Alright. Well, he's kept that up for quite a bit, but you generally want to keep that up for as long as you can. There was quite a bit of space in the main still to do damage with it. Phoenix is now checking out the rest of the map. There's actually no significant defenses at the third of Multi. So if these Phoenixes fly in, they can actually do a lot of damage. Well, they're Stalkers and they have Blink, so it might not be as dramatic as I'm making it sound. But if he definitely sees this and he's gonna pick up quite a lot of probes here. Alright,
Double first went down and just flying out of there.
Well played by LeoN. Sees the opportunity and seizes it without any hesitation.
He's been doing quite well, just picking off a few probes here and there, so it's really nice by him.
Yeah, it's still such a tech-heavy game so far. Both players just macroing up. No, none of them really going into the heavy, build a massive army and kill my opponent stage quite yet. It was a bit of supply block there for LeoN, which is disappointing, and he's currently 10 supply behind. Trying to make
he's banking quite a lot of minerals. He has 900 in the bank right now.
Yeah, he was supply blocked big time, and he's going to be supply blocked again because now he's actually making units, so he needs to add on a lot of pylons in order to keep up. A couple of High Templar are also being warped in, so he's going for a very diverse army. Neither player really, pinpointing what type of army they're going for. A bit of a scary moment here with Multi moving out onto the map. I'm not sure if LeoN is aware. Well, he will be aware right now.
Now he's aware.
Picked up.
And Multi is ahead in upgrades with +1 attack more, but LeoN has 1-1, but Multi's army is really scary, I think.
Yeah, it's scary for sure. I mean, the Archons will breach any force fields. I guess there's going to have to be some clutch Phoenix plays. There's no vision of either opponent. They're just going to meet in the middle. I'm not sure if this is really good for LeoN. He picks up one of the Immortal, but he gets chased immediately by the Blink Stalkers. He's trying to focus on the Warp Prism, which is a good decision, but the Warping does complete and he
Multi
loses.
has a lot more Archons, which are doing great damage with that, but they're falling down now. So
Oh my god, so much damage
Leon
here.
still has
LeoN
more.
losing so much army as well. He
Yeah.
gets another good warp in, and there's no.
Still has
future
the
for-
immortals, but they're going to get focused down now.
Oh, I think there
Two
might be
immortals.
just too much here. The multi. Probe's now being pulled. The Phoenix's count has been decimated. And GG
GG multi takes the win.
takes a win with a great timing. Poor engagement there by LeoN definitely cost him the game there, I feel. He just wasn't aware enough of where his opponent's army was, and he was forced into engagement. I don't think he wanted to take at all. So well played by Multi, managing to qualify for the main event.